Welcome to IBN, India Business News. For August Week 3, 2024. IBN is a weekly business news capsule for various segments comprising business leaders, managers, researchers, scholars, business management students and teachers. IBN presents each week's important business events across various sectors in a sequential manner for convenient consumption of information. Auto sector. Ola is working with the government-backed ONDC to make e-commerce more accessible and affordable, as its portable dark stores will act as warehouses for ONDC, allowing brands and companies on ONDC to use them. Ola Electric has launched 3 electric motorcycles and announced the integration of its battery cells in its vehicles. Toyotetsu India Auto Parts is planning to invest 450 Indian rupees crore to establish a new plant in Bidadi, near Bengaluru, Karnataka, which was approved by the Karnataka Single Window Clearance Committee. Auto giant Hero MotoCorp has received a demand notice of 17.64 crore rupees from Delhi GST authorities due to disallowed input tax credit for FY 2019-20. Bajaj Auto announced an increase of rupees 211 crore in its deferred tax provision due to changes in tax regulations for debt mutual funds, which includes the removal of indexation benefits and a new tax rate for long-term capital gains. General Motors is laying off more than 1,000 salaried employees globally in its software and services division, as part of a review to streamline operations in the unit, which include about 600 positions at GM's tech campus near Detroit. In a first time, Honda Motors India has surpassed its former partner, Hero MotoCorp, in wholesale dispatches for the period April to July, which has recorded 18.53 lakh units compared to Hero MotoCorp's 18.31 lakh units. Tesla offers rupees 4,000 per hour jobs to train robots, which involves wearing motion capture suits, walking specific routes, as Tesla is moving forward with its plans for humanoid Optimus robots by hiring workers to gather data for training these AI-powered machines. Aviation sector. Boeing has found cracks in the structure of its 777X jetliner in initial test flights, another mishap for the carrier this year, as the plane maker is grounding its 777X test fleet after an inspection showed the failure of a key engine mounting structure. Budget carrier AirAsia has secured a $443 million dual-tranche private financing to use partly for refurbishing planes grounded during the pandemic. Find the video useful? Like, share, and subscribe. Core sector. Adani Power affirmed its commitment to supplying electricity to Bangladesh despite recent changes to India's power export guidelines, as Adani Power's 1,600 megawatt Godda plant in Jharkhand is the only one in India contracted to exclusively export 100% of its power to Bangladesh. Ambuja Cements, a company owned by the Adani Group, completed its acquisition of Penna Cement Industries Limited, which was approved by Ambuja Cement's board of directors earlier. DCM Shriram Limited has commissioned a new hydrogen peroxide plant at its chemical complex in Jagadia, located in the Barach district of Gujarat, with a capacity of 52,500 tons per annum. Volvo Group has collaborated with 2 key supply partners from Chennai, India, Rain Limited and Madras Engineering Industries Private Limited, MEI, in its endeavour to becoming a climate-neutral company by 2040. Tata Steel is considering using nuclear energy to produce green steel and lower its environmental impact and is evaluating the feasibility of installing around 200 Bharat small reactors, each with a capacity of 220 megawatts. Adani Power Limited announced that the National Company Law Tribunal Hyderabad bench approved its rupees 4,101 crore resolution plan to acquire Lanco Amarkantak Power Limited. The Denmark-based Rockwool Group is investing rupees 550 crores to set up a new factory in Cheyyar, Tamil Nadu, which will be the company's largest in India and will cater to the growing demand for non-combustible stone wool insulation in the southern region of the country. Finance sector. The Karnataka government instructed all its departments, boards, corporations, public sector units, and universities to withdraw their deposits and investments from State Bank of India and Punjab National Bank. This directive followed a financial dispute involving the Karnataka Industrial Area Development Board and the 2 banks. Morgan Stanley's private equity arm has been looking to sell all or part of its stake in Manna Foods as the business has struggled to grow sustainably and increase profits in recent years. The administrator of insolvent Reliance Capital clarified before the National Company Law Tribunal that no harm has been caused to Anil Dhirubhai Ambani Ventures Limited in the ongoing legal battle over the usage rights of the Reliance brand. Paytm proposes revised pay structure according to which the annual compensation of each non-executive independent director will be capped at 48 lakh rupees, with a fixed component of 20 lakh rupees. Zerodha's Kite platform now includes a privacy mode feature to help traders manage distractions and avoid overtrading, which comes alongside other tools like the kill switch and virtual contract note to promote responsible trading. Healthcare and Pharma sector. Aurobindo Pharma Limited on Friday said its arm Eugia Pharma Specialities Limited received a warning letter from the US health regulator for its formulations manufacturing unit in Telangana. Granules India's subsidiary Granules Pharmaceuticals Incorporated received US Food and Drug Administration approval for a generic version of glycopyrrolate oral solution, which is for pediatric patients aged 3 to 16 with neurological conditions that cause drooling. Find the video useful? Like, share, and subscribe. Media Entertainment sector. Walt Disney Co. and Reliance Industries have won approval for an $8.5 billion merger of their Indian media assets subject to some modifications, after the deal sparked concerns over control of cricket broadcasts. Walt Disney named board member and Morgan Stanley executive chairman James Gorman to chair its succession planning committee, which is looking for a replacement to longtime CEO Bob Iger. Retail sector. Mars's nearly $30 billion deal for Kellanova would push the company, known for M&Ms and Snickers, into supermarkets' chips and cracker aisles, handing Mars a larger share of a growing global snacks business. Starbucks has announced a substantial compensation package for its incoming CEO, Brian Niccol, which is set to provide Niccol with an estimated total compensation of $113 million, signaling the high cost of attracting top-tier talent for corporate turnarounds. Starbucks is sued again by Balmacino for stealing its concept for coffee-flavored lipstick and lip gloss. Pune's Burger King wins 13-year-long legal trademark dispute against the U.S. restaurant giant Burger King, in a 13-year legal battle initiated by the American company against Pune's famous Burger King, prompting them to change their name to only Burger. Zomato's Deepinder Goyal promised to remove AI-generated food image from menus, and noted that Zomato will also stop accepting AI-generated dish images and directed both restaurant owners and in-house marketing team to stop using AI-generated images for marketing purposes. The National Company Law Tribunal approved the merger of TCNS Clothing into Aditya Birla Fashion and Retail Limited, which will involve the absorption of TCNS Clothing into ABFRL. Antfin Singapore Holding sold 185.4 million shares in 2 tranches, amounting to a 2.1% stake in Gurugram-based Zomato, which were disposed of in the price range of Rs 257.17 to 257.46 apiece, taking the transaction value to Rs 4,771.66 crore. Neville Tata, 32, son of Trent Limited chairman Noel Tata, who previously served as a non-executive director at Trent Hypermarket, has been appointed as the new head of Star Bazaar, marking the emergence of the next generation of Tatas in the business. Starbucks CEO Brian Niccol, who will join the coffee brand, plans to travel nearly 1,600 kilometers to work from his residence in California to the company headquarters in Seattle, Washington. Flipkart has rolled out a new payments app, Super.Money, to enable users to make payments via unified payments interface and earn cash back, rekindling its ambition to gain a stronghold in the fintech space. Zomato has completed the acquisition of Paytm's entertainment ticketing business, which covers movies, sports, and events, live performances, for Rs 2,048 crores to strengthen its Going Out segment. Zomato announced the immediate shutdown of its Intercity Legends services, which was announced by CEO Deepinder Goyal on the microblogging platform X, citing the lack of product market fit after 2 years of attempts. Nestlé has announced the replacement of its CEO Mark Schneider, who led the company for 8 years and decided to step down amid recent sales challenges, with Laurent Fraise, a company veteran. Find the video useful? Like, share, and subscribe. Startup sector. Warburg Pincus has bought out a majority stake in EBCO Private Limited, a Mumbai-based leader in furniture fittings and architectural hardware, valuing the company at Rs 3,000 to 3,200 crore. MobiKwik, the IPO-bound the fintech firm, has reported a profit after tax of Rs 14.08 crore in FY24, a remarkable turnaround from the 83.8 crore loss recorded in the previous fiscal year to a full year of profitability in 15 years after its inception. LivePure, SAR Group's water purifier startup, has raised Rs 233 crore in funding from M&G Investments and Cubate Capital Partners. Tech sector. Eric Schmidt, ex-CEO and executive chairman at Google, said at a talk at Stanford University his former company, Google, is losing the artificial intelligence race and remote work is to blame, as the tech giant decided that work-life balance and going home early and working from home was more important than winning. Amid controversy for offering decadal low-pay packages to freshers, Cognizant Technology Solutions is said to have handed out annual salary hikes as low as 1% to some of its employees as the global technology services giant rolled out increments after deferring them by 4 months. A U.S. court ordered Sterlite Technologies, an Indian optic fiber manufacturer, to pay $96.5 million, about Rs 810 crore, to Prysmian, an Italian rival, for violating trade secrets. Social media platform X will close its operations in Brazil, claiming Brazilian Supreme Court Justice Alexandre de Moraes threatened to arrest its legal representative in Brazil if they did not comply with orders, leading to removal of Brazil staff in the country, effective immediately, though the company said service will still be available to the people of Brazil. AMD agreed to pay nearly $5 billion to buy ZT Systems, a designer of data center equipment for cloud computing and artificial intelligence, bolstering the chip maker's attack on NVIDIA's dominance in AI computation. Find the video useful? Like, share, and subscribe. See you next week. Till then, stay curious, stay informed.